Can we really believe that a nation that is funded and armed by the United States and a nation that has nukes is actually fighting for its existence against a group of people that has to use sugar rockets in order to do their attacks? Like, seriously, come on. Uh, there is no way that uh, the Israeli nation is going to cease to exist anytime soon, especially with the firepower and funding that they get.
Now, the Israeli Defense Force today released footage of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar fleeing attack through the underground tunnels. This just 3 days after the October 7 massacre. The IDF says there is no tunnel deep enough for him to hide in. Michael Danby, what is your prediction here? That is clearly a warning from Israel that it feels confident that it will be able to capture the Hamas leader.
It's my assessment, it's not the Israeli assessment necessarily, that Israel won't win unless Sinwar and Deef are killed. So you're drawing attention to that is very apt, Shari. But
But does killing the leader really stop anything, especially when your government is oppressing a group of people, killing innocent people? But what's going to happen is non Hamas supporters are going to have family members die and then be like, yeah, I now support this group because the Israeli government killed my family. And you're just going to create more uh, quote unquote terrorists. It's like the United States um, going into Afghanistan and Iraq over their lies of them having WMDs and killing a bunch of innocent people. You think that really stopped terrorism or anything? No, it created a bunch of people that grew up to hate America and wanted to attack the United States. Is that terrorism, or is it just people trying to defend themselves against a group of people that had once invaded their nation and killed their families and stuff like that?
we've got nearly the whole world, including David Cameron, the British Tory foreign minister, the Guardian here, crikey, all of them saying, oh, they can't go into Rafah. I mean, imagine these people telling Monty standing on the Rhine, oh, we can't drive into Berlin. We're too scared of what will happen to German civilians. It's a war. It's an existential.
Oh, okay, just because it's a war doesn't mean you get to kill civilians. Killing civilians is a war crime, uh, no matter what you claim.
War. They are fighting for their existence. Hamas has promised to do October 7 again and again and again, and I don't care.
Okay, how many October 7th has the Israeli government done against the Palestinian since October 7th? How many people have been bombed? How many airstrikes have they done? How many innocent people have been killed? And still, the Israeli government won't stop their bombing. Uh, they think they're justified just because of what Hamas did. And again, how is the Israeli government fighting for their existence when they're defended by one of the most powerful governments in the world? They got some of the best military equipment. They got the Iron Dome, which defends them from pretty much any incoming rocket. They also got an unknown number of nukes. So the Israeli government is pretty well off and defended.
With Eric Beecher at Crikey or Lenore Taylor at The Guardian can't understand it. I'm so pleased the Israelis are in control of their own destiny themselves. They have to be careful of civilians. They have to have humanitarian corridors. They have to listen to the International Court of Justice.
It's okay for the Israeli government and the Israeli people to control their own destiny, but the Palestinians don't get that same space. They don't get to form their own nation because Bibi Netanyahu and other ministers don't want that to happen. How is that fair or right or make any sense whatsoever?
But above all, they have to to defend themselves against this kind of barbaric behaviour of Hamas.
Michael, we also read in the Daily Telegraph today that a Sydney mum is terrified to leave her home. She's worried about the safety of her infant daughter because her personal details were published online.